I have downstairs neighbors.
I heard my wrist.
I did hear.
Can we put a tariff on that?
I have absolutely no clue what a tariff is.
9/11. Those people and those two towers.
That's terrorist. That's terrorist. That's terrorist. Tariff.
In cities, you have cops, you have constables, and then you have tariffs. They also are cops.
Tariff.
Wait.
All right. Be sure to check out my stuff. Be sure to check out Stanley's stuff. Be sure to check out Tyler's stuff.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Today we got tariffs explained through Minecraft. I was just curious. I have no clue what a tariff is. Let's get this going. Talk to me.
Have become one of the most hotly debated topics recently, with the president signing in many new changes regarding the tariffs between the US and other foreign countries.
Okay.
However, with these tariffs being shot into the limelight, you might be confused as to what they even are. So that's what I'll explain to you today, with tariffs explained through Minecraft. So to begin, let's look at Google's definition of a tariff.
Freaky ass skin.
It is defined as a tax to be paid on a particular class of imports or exports. To visualize this, let's imagine two villages, the Leaf Village and the Sand Village.
That's some Naruto shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were trying to like be sneaky. I'm not gonna lie. I thought they were
Like
trying to.
America, Africa.
Also, no, I thought they was trying to. Yeah, I thought they was trying to be sneaky, bro.
The Leaf
Africa
Village
got
government
harder now.
No, I'm not talking about Africa, bro.
decides to put a 10% tariff on any
Shut up. Stop
What-
talking.
what-
Stop talking.
Shout out Mr. Beast.
goods that come from the Sand Village into the Leaf Village. So since this is a tariff put on goods coming into the Leaf Village, this is what's called an import tariff. For this video, I will mainly be focusing on these kinds of tariffs because they're just far more common. So moving on, let's say that there's a company within the Leaf Village. Let's call them Explosion Inc. Explosion Inc. makes TNT, but for them to make it, they need sand. And obviously the Leaf Village doesn't really have any sand, so they have to import it from the Sand Village.
Right.
They import it from a company called Sand Retrievers.
Okay.
Whack ass
Now
name.
the Sand Retriever sells a stack of sand for 10 emeralds, and that's what Explosion Inc. buys. However, with this new tariff, Explosion Inc. needs to pay the Leaf Village government 1 emerald, since that's 10% of 10, to import this sand. So Explosion Inc. ends up paying 11 emeralds for the sand.
11 for
Now it's good to note that
So a tariff increases the tax on importing it.
the 1 extra emerald doesn't go towards the Sand Retrievers. Sand Retrievers still only gets 10 emeralds for selling that stack of sand. Now I know that 1 emerald doesn't seem like much, but remember,
You're actually 24. You're actually legitimately 24. Your birthday's coming up.
this is a company that produces in bulk, not just one deal. In the
Okay.
real world, companies often deal with millions of dollars worth of resources, and so that percentage adds up very, very quickly. So that's actually the basic idea of a tariff. Pretty simple stuff, right?
Alright, pause it.
Talk to me.
Summarize.
Shoot. Why did you do that? Okay. Look.
Okay.
Look.
Yeah.
I said, hey, yo!
Yeah.
That nigga Tyler, he trying to get me to talk about this shit, but I only care about fire. When I spin on his block, we get shit rotated like a tire. Cause I'll really take a gun, put a scope, a laser, and a clip on that bitch. You think I'd be making a golem the way I'm stacking my iron?
I mean, a golem when he's stacking his iron.
Talk to me.
I'm not blood, but I see what's bracking. Like, as soon as I pull up, kill them, fan them with their gun, they might have to tax it. I mean, fan them, yeah. This is a hard one to throw him on, I'm not gonna lie. This is a hard one to
I said, hey, yo!
Yeah!
I mean, every time that I'm spitting these bars,
Get through it.
you know I'm never alone. I mean, these talking terrorists, but it's a couple that owe me loans. I mean, I shoot a in the face. He started leaking. Now you looking on the floor at red stone.
No, you actually got that. You actually got that.
Okay.
Now, let's look at the consequences of tariffs and the new actions that businesses will likely take. So first, let's look at Explosion Inc.
Okay.
To produce TNT now, they must pay 10% more emeralds for sand than they did earlier. This increases their cost to produce TNT. This gives them two options. One, they eat the 10% and just accept that prices will be higher. Or two, they stop importing goods from sand retrievers. Companies that choose to eat the 10% and continue importing will most likely have to increase their prices of the good they're selling. That way they can compensate for the increased price to produce. This is one of the tariffs' main effects, in that prices for consumers will most likely increase. This is probably why you have seen increases in prices due to tariffs lately. The other option is to stop importing. However, if Explosion Inc. choose to stop importing, they still need to get the sand from someone, and this time it'll be from the Leaf Village. This is also another
Nigga be making TNT out of dirt.
So what I'm getting so far, you have tariffs, and they're trying to make explosions.
Yeah.
Where did I go wrong earlier?
What are you talking about?
Tariff, not terrorist. Tariff.
He was talking about TNT. You can't blame me. How?
I mean, there's definitely a link between.
other effect of tariffs, and one that is the main focus for President Trump's reasons to enact these tariffs. By putting tariffs on foreign goods, businesses will be incentivized to switch gears and focus on buying from supply within the country. But it's good to note that this effect is still quite a bit dicey, and historically it hasn't been proven yet. So now in this scenario of tariffs, who is helped and who is harmed? First, let's look at Explosion Inc.
Pause it real quick.
TNT. Talk to me.
AJ, do better. I ain't gonna lie. Is that AJ? Is that AJ? AJ so cool. Do better, bro.
What?
Tyler's used redstone in his bar, bro. You can't do that.
Oh, he did redstone twice?
Yeah, that's bad, bro.
I see.
TNT for them is now more expensive to produce and harms them. However, businesses like this can mitigate the economic strain by raising the prices, instead moving the harm to the people who buy the product, or the consumers. Another point to look at is the sand retrievers. With import tariffs enacted, businesses like Explosion Inc. will have less incentive to seek out options overseas, which gives sand retrievers less business.
Right.
This in turn hurts their business too. Right now it just seems like tariffs are just all bad, but a benefit of tariffs is that it does protect domestic businesses.
But ain't no sand in the Leaf Village, bro. Like,
you can't bring sand to the beach.
Or to the leaf.
Since Explosion Inc. doesn't want to incur the
you can't get sand in your shoes.
You literally can.
Yeah, tight. You know what I'm saying?
Don't support terrorism.
The leaf don't fall too far from the tree.
Sometimes the leaf just won't turn.
Sometimes you gotta find out what type of power you have with a leaf in a cup and water.
W reference.
10% tax, they look into the Leaf Village instead for trade, and that can help those
Someone said exactly.
businesses within the village. Lastly, I want to go over an effect that occurs at the government level. As we saw earlier, having import tariffs on goods
Nigga, where the Kazekage at,
hurts
bro?
the demand and economic activity that the sand village gets.
This video's, you can't hit sand. It doesn't lose damage.
Having
That was
import
false.
tariffs on goods hurts the demand and
Doesn't know what he's talking about.
economic activity that the sand village gets. To the sand village government, this can be seen as a sign of aggression
Sometimes you have to turn a new leaf. Oh. Wait, you said that already?
That's what I was alluding to.
and hostility. The sand village government is like, why do you not want our goods?
I have downstairs neighbors.
I heard my wrist.
I did hear.
Can we put a tariff on that?
That was a crazy use of free will, bro. Like,
I feel like I actually could do it.
Absolutely not, bro.
He rotated sideways.
It's coming into your country. Why are you putting a tax on it? So in turn, they enact a retaliatory tariff, or a tariff established in response to another one.
Okay.
This response then does the exact same thing but the other way, hurting the export businesses in the Leaf Village. Now the Leaf Village government is probably going to be like, oh, now you've done it, I'm going to retaliate again. And now they're going to raise their import tariffs again. These responses can turn into a trade war, where both countries continue to increase their
And now I gotta pay extra stuff for eggs and shit, bro.
tariffs to retaliate. In sort of a game of chicken where they see
Or no, my
This
fault.
is why eggs? Oh, not
Huh?
eggs? This is why eggs been going up?
I have no clue.
I don't know about eggs, but maybe like clothes in the future.
Wait, so eggs has been going up for no reason, or I'm stupid?
I don't think eggs across the country has been going up because they're not.
No, there's like that chicken flu thing going on or something like that.
who can hold out longer.
Is it
Now
chicken?
obviously,
Yeah, it's like a bird
Some
something.
niggas
bro.
trying to be Jordan.
All right.
this severely increases the price of goods and
It hit late. It hit
I
late.
still don't. I still don't get it. I still don't. Chicken.
That had a lag effect.
Chicken flu.
Yeah, Jordan's flu game.
He had a flu game whenever he won.
Yeah, it's like one of his most iconic moments. He won like a really important game.
Oh yeah, he did have a flu plan. Got it.
Yeah,
got it.
yeah,
Got it.
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
that took a minute. That took a minute. That took a minute.
badly hurts
I just started getting.
Can I see it?
You want to see the footage?
I don't think it was as bad as y'all saying.
It was horrible, bro. I feel like you're gonna break your neck, nigga.
That's not that bad actually.
My camera.
I
shook.
think if I actually commit to that, I land like on my knees. Pause.
You land on your neck, bro.
businesses and consumers due to these excessive tariffs. So it's definitely a very dangerous outcome to have a trade war. And those are pretty much the basics of tariffs.
You know what is affecting? I do think it's affecting like car prices right now.
It affected
it
the
affected
camera I
that,
bought.
Yeah, that Rari that you bought the other day, bro. Yeah, bro. The tariff on that hoe. The one that was imported from Italy directly, bro. The
yeah.
Rari,
Yeah.
bro. That shit, bro. But like, if it's one thing about Stanley, bro, he got it, bro. Hey man, be sure to check out my stuff.
Nah, yo.
Sure to check out Stanley's stuff.
Stand up.
Rich ass nigga. Be sure to check out Tyler's stuff.
Dolce.
Cabana.